Good morning. I'm John Hudson, pastor of the Pilgrim United Church of Christ in Sherburne, Massachusetts, and the writer of Spiritually Speaking, a weekly newspaper column for Gannett Media. And I welcome you to another of my weekly video essays with thoughts about how all of us can lean into and get through these strange and amazing days. Don't blame me, I'm from Massachusetts. Years ago, that was a pretty popular bumper sticker in these parts, 1974 to be exact. To explain, in 1972, Massachusetts was the only one of the 50 states not to cast its electoral votes for President Richard Nixon. And so when the Watergate scandal happened, and when Nixon resigned from the presidency in these parts of the country, well, folks were proud of the fact that they'd bucked the trend. They'd led the way. They'd stood alone in not going for President Nixon. Like their votes had been vindicated. Once again, Massachusetts is leading the way and bucking the trends. This time around, how many of our fellow citizens have been rolling up their sleeves and getting a COVID vaccine. Now, truth be told, we are actually not number one. Our neighbors to the north in New Hampshire lead the nation in percentage of folks vaccinated with at least one shot at 61%. My sister, who lives in the Granite State, is excited by that fact, no doubt. But the Bay State is next at 59%, tied with Vermont, followed by Connecticut, Maine, and then Rhode Island. Way to go, New England. Why is this part of the nation so willing and ready to get the vaccine? I've been thinking about this a lot. Maybe it's because the level of trust in our government is pretty high around here. For the most part, while we can be cranky about how Beacon Hill or Governor Baker is running the show, I think most of us are very satisfied, happy with how we've been led through this crisis. Or perhaps it is because of the 3 vaccines approved for use by the FDA. One was created right here, the Moderna formula in Cambridge. We don't just know of the vaccine through stories and the press. Many of our neighbors and friends helped bring about this amazing scientific discovery. Or I think we might trust the vaccine because we tend to trust science. Have faith in the folks in the white coats who toil away in laboratories to do the right thing. That they certainly know much more about COVID than you or I ever could. But what I take away from these statistics is a deep sense of gratitude that I live in this part of the world. That as we work to get towards herd immunity, and as we try our best to get back to normal, whatever that is, it will happen quicker here in New England. And I thank God for that reality and for that gift. Not out of some smug sense of pride. I hope my message does not come across this way. No. I just thank God that we are where we are at vaccine time and in these vaccine days. Because like so many of us, I am more than ready to emerge out of the long and dark tunnel called COVID. I'm ready to see friends and family and go to a movie and eat out and just embrace life once again, face to face. So, I don't know, what would a new bumper sticker look like? Hug me, shake my hand, I'm from New England? Okay, maybe not that. It's a little weird. But the sentiment does win out. As a citizen of New England, I am just grateful to my neighbors for their willingness to do their part to get us home. Home, in a way. Home to health, and home to safety, and home to the truth that we are all in this together. Thank you, New England. And thank you all for joining me. Our church offers worship every Sunday morning on this Facebook page at 8:50 a.m., and we invite you to join us. Take care, and I pray that you and your loved ones, that all of us, that we can keep the faith, be well, stay safe, and God bless all of us, and God bless our world.